Live with studios in Midland and Odessa, you're watching CBS7 First Alert News at 9 on the CW West Texas.
The checkpoint, I believe, happened around 2018. We extended the queuing area for the checkpoint by 40%, and we still don't have enough.
2023 was the busiest fiscal year in history, and this year alone, the Midland International Air and Spaceport has seen 660,000 people depart from Midland. In just a few minutes, we'll tell you what they plan on doing to keep up with the increase in travelers. Good evening, and thanks for joining us here for CBS 7 News at 9 on the CW. And thanks to those of you who are joining us live on our CBS 7 YouTube page. My name is Jay Hendricks, and thanks for joining us tonight. Our top story tonight comes out of Midland. Midland Crime Stoppers and Midland ISD Police Department need your help tonight identifying a person who made a threat against Midland High School. Take a look at this image you're about to see. Do you recognize this person, or do you know a friend who has the same type of bedspread on their bed? Midland Crime Stoppers says any information could be helpful, and your tip may make all the difference in keeping your campus and your friends safe. You're urged to call Midland Crime Stoppers. Their number is 694-TIPS, and you will remain anonymous. If your tip leads to an arrest or case solved, you will be eligible for a cash reward of up to $1,000. Ector County ISD had a complaint filed against them by the Texas Education, or to the Texas Education Agency, I should say, by an organization known as Disability Rights Texas. It alleges that nearly 500 ECISD students may not have received the appropriate education. CBS 7's Noe Ortega has more on the story.
One mother who was involved with the complaint spoke about her son who was diagnosed with ADHD and their experience with district accommodations, saying now he's afraid of going to school.
I feel like he's very traumatized. He's kind of given up on the school system just because of everything that he already has been through, the bullying, the constant, when he has meltdowns, the kids are looking at him a certain way. And
Stanfield's son Giovanni has been waiting for an evaluation since 2021 and has still not received it. She says it's held him back drastically. While other students wait for an evaluation, Savannah Onacampo was able to get her 3-year-old son evaluated. However, she says it wasn't what she expected.
So when my son talks, he does not have all the correct words in place. So sometimes he misses words. So instead of saying, "Where are you?" my son says, "Where are you?" During his testing, the lady that tested him wrote down, "Where are you?" which what they're supposed to do is write exactly what the child says so they know, how they actually talk, and they can see what they know and what they don't know.
She says that because of the bad experience her family had with ECISD, they don't plan to enroll them for the next semester. She says that her oldest son loved going to school back in Fort Hood. However, with the experiences he's had in ECISD, he's scared to go back. The legal fellow on the education team for disability rights, Tabitha Dwyer, says she's heard these stories from multiple parents and that there has become a common saying between them.
These students are failing. They're struggling to perform academically. They're struggling behaviorally because they're not getting the academic and behavioral supports and services that they need.
ECISD Superintendent Dr. Scott Murray says the school district does have a shortage of diagnosticians and speech pathologists, which leads to longer wait times for students, and that the things the school district is doing right now are solutions, but they just need time.
So again, I applaud the proactive nature of this organization because we're developing our own pipeline of those individuals. We use virtual diagnosticians. So we're doing good work to make sure, but it just isn't enough. And we have to work as a district and as a state to do more.
Now, it's important to note that this complaint isn't a lawsuit, and as for what's next, Texas Education Agency has not submitted a formal complaint toward ECISD. But if they do believe that there is a concern to look into ECISD, they could send someone from the agency to inspect the school district. We will, of course, keep you updated as we get more on this story. In some education news now, Midland County Sheriff of 3 years, David Kreiner, formally announced this morning he will run for re-election in 2024. Sheriff Kreiner's office said in a statement he has vowed to draw on his more than 4 decades of law enforcement experience to protect public safety. You'll remember former Chief Deputy Rory McKinney and Justin Painter, who is the son of the late Gary Painter, will also be running against Kreiner for Midland County Sheriff. Speaking of re-election, State Representative Brooks Landgraf filed his re-election papers to the Texas House of Representatives today. Landgraf has been the District 81 state representative since 2015. He has served as chairman of the House Environmental Regulation Committee and serves on the House Transportation Committee. Midland County District Attorney Laura Nodolf announced this afternoon she is not running for re-election in 2024. Nodolf was elected to office in 2017, and in a statement she said she is grateful for all of the people she has worked with and that over the years the DA's office has accomplished many things that she is proud of. To read her full statement, go to our website, CBS7.com. Looking now into the community, Diamondback Energy had its fifth Honor and Serve luncheon with West Texas first responders that was held today. Take a look. This year, the Odessa Fire Rescue Pipe and Drum Corps and the Midland Police Honor Guard kicked off the event. The luncheon serves as a way to show appreciation to first responders. A wide variety of vendors from across the Permian Basin spoke with veterans one-on-one today about their future and employment opportunities during the Red, White, and U Job Fair. The event was hosted by Workforce Solutions and also offered resources for veterans who are struggling with mental health. Job fairs like this one help to offer a smooth transition into the civilian workforce, whether it's going into the oil field, teaching, or community service.
When you get out of service, the most scariest part is transitioning. You don't know what you can do with your family, whether it's insurance, healthcare, or anything like that. So when you get here, you learn all that's from the employers. But not only the employers here, but you have resources here as well too. So if the veteran needs assistance, like education, we got resources that can help them get that job.
They host this event every year in November to help veterans seeking employment. We're going to talk your weather forecast now. One thing we saw today was something we haven't seen in a few days, and that's the sun. The sun was back out today. How long will that last? Chief Meteorologist Tom Teefer joins us with the answer. Tom?
Well, Mr. Sun's going to hang around for a little while. It looks like made for a beautiful sunset out there this evening. But also Mr. Fog is trying to move back in. As we see mid to high level clouds streaming across the area, not seeing the low cloudiness develop just yet. We may skip that. It just may be all fog first thing in the morning. As I look outside, though, on our live iCam in Odessa, pretty quiet evening out there after we had that great sunset. Visibility not a problem except up here in Lamesa, starting to build back in with some fog with 1 3/4 mile visibility. I want to show you the temperatures here really quickly. Those are dropping off. It's already 48. Never really warmed up too much in Lamesa. 48 also in and around the Hobbs area. So again, that's where we have the dense fog trying to form up. Lee County into the Permian Basin, Upper Trans-Pecos, 1/4 mile or less visibility towards the morning hours. And this does include Midland and Odessa, up towards Andrews and also out towards Pecos. So again, watch out for hazardous travel. Use those low beam headlights and slow down. The biggest thing to remember, as we're going to see temperatures, kind of a roller coaster here over the next couple of days. Cold front arrives on Friday, dropping temperatures a little bit for the weekend, then going back up before a stronger front arrives just in time for Thanksgiving week.
As the temperatures drop, many West Texans may struggle to stay warm. That's why Chief Meteorologist Tom Teefer is hosting a coat drive. We are looking for gently used or new jackets or sweaters for the drive. You can donate your jackets and coats at the locations you see listed right there on your screen. Back in June, we first brought you to Midland International Air and Spaceport and told you that upgrades could soon be coming to its everyday services. Well, now 5 months later, the airport is now going to see those changes after the Midland City Council approved funding for those changes. The last time the airport made some changes was 5 years ago, but with the increase in passengers and this year being the busiest fiscal year in history, it's time for an upgrade. Some of the upgrades include renovating the lobby, updating furniture throughout the airport, and road repairs around the airport. Due to the increase of travelers, TSA has asked MAF to make updates to the security checkpoint.
Oh, these renovations will be huge. Just having the extra checkpoint will move people through much quicker all year. Right now, we're asking people if they have a flight early in the morning to be here 90 minutes early. I'm hoping that when we have 3 lanes open, that will no longer be necessary.
The expansions to the airport would help make traveling easier, especially during the holidays. This project expected to cost around $30 million, but is subject to change, and the funds will not come from taxpayers. One nonprofit wants to make Christmas special for more than 1,000 Midland County kids, but they need your help. 311 Ministries provides clothes, hygiene items, and toys to families who aren't able to purchase Christmas gifts, and they are looking for sponsors to help make it happen. The warehouse packs red and green sacks for each family, and those bags include a pair of shoes, 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, a jacket, a blanket, stockings filled with toiletries, and plush toys. Through the program, it has run for about 10 years now, and the staff of 3 relies on helpful community members to bring joy to each child.
Every child in this community deserves to have a good Christmas, and we want every parent to be able to let their child believe in the magic of Christmas. And whatever we can do to facilitate that, that's what we're going to do.
3 weeks out from distribution day, only about 30% of all kids in the program are sponsored right now. The ministry partners with MISD to find families that need their help, so all donations remain local. To donate, visit 311 Ministries website or their social media page. In downtown Odessa, the city of Odessa preparing for holiday celebrations with additions to Starbright Village called Starbright Casitas. The houses are a part of the holiday vendor market. There will be 12 casitas and 14 tents full of vendors that change every week, as well as plenty of holiday activities. If you can't wait until after Thanksgiving and are already in the holiday spirit, this event I'm about to tell you about is probably for you. Santa is coming to Music City Mall this weekend. He'll be landing at the mall via helicopter Saturday morning. All of the activities and fun will start at about 9 a.m. And we'll be broadcasting the City of Midland tree lighting live on Tuesday, November 28th. We invite you to join us at 6 o'clock for the celebration. Meals on Wheels of Odessa is putting out the call for volunteers to help install smoke alarms and change alarm batteries this weekend, November 18th. There will be an install training that will be held in the morning, and volunteers will get lunch provided. Smoke alarms are going in the homes of Meals on Wheels Odessa clients, but the event serves as a reminder for everyone to check their smoke alarms.
We have just changed our clocks, and that is a great reminder to check the batteries in your own smoke alarm. These devices can get you up and out of a very dangerous situation before it becomes deadly.
We have more information about volunteering up on our website. Just go to CBS7.com.
Well, we are going to be looking at areas of fog first thing in the morning. We're going to talk about that coming up next.
Now, from the CBS7 First Alert Weather Center, here's Chief Meteorologist Tom Tiefertiller.
Well, it turned out to be a quiet evening out there, a touch cool across the area. Not all that bad, though, as we're not seeing the fog develop just yet. It is, though, across parts of the northern Permian Basin at the present time, but not a lot in the way of low clouds, so that'll be a good thing first thing in the morning. It'll limit how long that fog lasts across the area, but get ready for it after about 3 a.m. Really see start to develop across parts of the Permian Basin as temperatures again, definitely light jacket weather out there. As you can see, where we're seeing a little bit of fog already, Lamesa at 48 degrees, also in and around the Hobbs area, expected it to form up soon across those areas as we are looking at a big ridge of high pressure. So overall, a pretty quiet weather pattern. There is another trough back out to the west. So we're going to see a weak front as that starts to move a little bit closer. But overall, though, pretty quiet weather pattern. Not expecting any rain through the middle part of next week, and just some fluctuations in temperatures. Really about it, thanks to an occasional cold front arriving across the area. Across the state, looking at pretty quiet conditions across most corners of the state of Texas, where temperatures again cooling off back across West Texas, but Austin already down to 53 there, lower 60s. Texas Gulf Coast. Now, as we take a look at the West Texas Futurecast again, seeing some of that low cloudiness, Midland, Odessa, north into the northern Permian Basin by the early morning hours, but then it'll start to decrease by about 10 o'clock. So the best time frame for the fog will be after about 2, 3 in the morning and continue till about 10 or so. And then we'll see things improve, a mix of high clouds and sun streaming across the area for the afternoon hours. So for the rest of tonight, again, looking for visibilities to start to go down quite a bit, especially across the northern Permian Basin, southeast of Mexico, and parts of the southeast Permian Basin too. But anywhere, though, really in between, we could be looking at visibility at time below half a mile or less at some times. And by 9 o'clock, it starts to improve a little bit, and we'll continue with things improving through the rest of the morning hours. Nonetheless, dense fog advisories go into effect after midnight tonight in these gray shaded areas, including Midland and Odessa. Rest of tonight, fog on the way, temperatures down into the upper 40s it looks like. And then tomorrow we'll break out in plenty of sun mixed in with some high clouds, about 73 degrees. And that's really the trend on the CBS7 First Alert exclusive 10-day forecast. More sun than anything else coming up on Friday. As we see a cool front arrive across the area, that'll drop temperatures for the start of the weekend. And it does look like we are going to see those temperatures up and down a little bit, but a stronger front arriving late Monday looks to put a little bit of chill in the forecast for the start of the Thanksgiving week.
Up next, Odessa College's men's basketball team is ranked number 3 in the country. We have more on that, and Wrangler volleyball at nationals. That's coming up after the break.
Now, sports with sports director Jacob Brandenburg from the Ford Sports Desk.
Odessa College volleyball began its run toward a national championship this afternoon. The number 8 Wranglers played number 9 Southern Idaho at the NJCAA tournament in Kansas. Southern Idaho won the first set. OC bounced back and took the second frame 25-18. The Wranglers had to battle back again and force a fifth set. OC had the lead in the fifth set, but they come out on the losing end tonight in 5 sets. Midland Legacy alum Rhea Coy had 25 digs for OC. OC moves now to a consolation bracket, but they will have no shot at winning the national title. The OC men's basketball team has its eyes on a national championship, but that won't come until March. For now, the Wranglers are ranked number 3 in the country. Odessa has won its first 7 games of the season. This week, OC hosts the Wrangler Club Shootout. They'll play their first home game of the season tomorrow.
Feels good. We went on the road. Sometimes, on the road, the referees might cheat you. Fans might say something. Now we at home. If the referee's going to cheat, they probably going to cheat for us. So, yeah, we got the home crowd to support us, so they'll feel good. So it feels good playing at home always.
Odessa plays at 7 tomorrow night against the number 21 team in the country. OC plays again at 7 on Friday and at 4 p.m. on Saturday. Midland College is ranked number 10 in the nation and is also playing in this tournament. The Shaps play at 3 tomorrow afternoon, then at 5 p.m. and 2 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. At the same time in Midland, the women's teams will be playing in the WNIT that's being hosted by Midland College. Tomorrow, Odessa plays at 5 and Midland plays at 7. They'll play again Friday evening and then finish up Saturday afternoon. Again, all those games at the Chaparral Center. More news from Odessa College. 2 Wrangler golfers signed with Division I programs. Rachel Seal from England signed with Incarnate Word in San Antonio. Claudia Al-Nahim from Spain signed with Texas Tech.
The program is absolutely brilliant. The resources are great. The coach is absolutely lovely. And I just felt at home already. Yeah, it's unreal. It's very exciting to go into a new chapter of my life in a new era. And I feel like Odessa is really preparing me for it.
Amazing. It's been my dream since I was 9 years old, so it's good. I had the thought of going to like Florida or California, but I just got so used to being in Texas and I love it so much, so I just wanted to stay.
And another local signing to share with you. COM diver Kana Pumphrey is headed to the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville. She signed with the Razorbacks yesterday in Midland. Woo Pig Suey. And the second round of the high school football playoffs begins tomorrow. Andrews and Balmorhea both have Thursday games. The Mustangs play Decatur in Abilene. The Bears will play Silverton in Borden County. We'll have highlights from both those games tomorrow. We've also got more for you after this quick break.
Still ahead before we go, we are still not quite done with our holiday news. We've got some festive plans to get you in the holly jolly spirit when we return. Just in time to get you in the holiday spirit, Parks Legato in Odessa holding their annual Christmas tree market right in time for the holiday season. The market started in 2018 with Parks Legato partnering with the Permian Band. Local organizations also got involved and helped grow the market tremendously. Get this, you can enjoy free hot chocolate while you browse for your Christmas tree. Christmas tree vendor market will be November 18th, November 25th, and December 2nd from 5 until 9 p.m. Get out there, it'll get you into the holiday spirit.
That's right, because Thanksgiving's upon
Next
us.
week.
Next week. A week from tomorrow is Thanksgiving Day. Well, we need some decent weather. First off, we're going to be looking at pretty quiet conditions, but some fog first thing in the morning.
All right, Tom, thanks. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.